Hello and welcome to volume, I'm going to say it's 154. If it's wrong, I'll type it in here. I hope you can hear me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer. I'm glad to have you along for the ride. I'm actually sitting in my bedroom right now, and if it sounds noisy in here, there's a reason for that. I've got my air conditioning unit going, and I got my fan in the corner over there, and so I'm just, sitting on my bed, and this is the room, my bedroom. So anyways, it's just been a shitty day. There's no other way to describe it. Got up really early this morning, took my dad to the doctor's, but that was a good part. That was a good thing. His restrictions have been lifted, and he's doing well, so thank you for all the thoughts and prayers, good mojo and everything for him. I do appreciate that. Went and had lunch with a friend of mine today. It's a buddy who's, I've known Tom for at least 30 years, I'm sure longer, and have not physically seen him since the whole COVID thing started. So we met in Brea today and had lunch. I had made some hoodies for his business back before COVID, so they've been sitting in my garage for over a year. So we got together, and I had a pastrami sandwich from the Hat, which I really love. So that was a good thing, and then being able to see Tom was a good thing. And with Tom, we don't really talk about the cancer. We talk about everything else. Or I should say, it's not that we don't talk about it, but Tom doesn't bring it up. But he does always tell me, that there's not a day that goes by that he doesn't think about me. And I'm sorry, it just makes me emotional. I know how much he cares for me, and sometimes it's hard for people to talk about it, and I'm okay with that. So then I also had a conversation with my sister, and basically the same thing. She said, look, she goes, I don't know whether you want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. She goes, I always feel uncomfortable. And I said, I don't mind talking about it. So, that was an emotional call too. And then, so it's just been one of those days. And then on top of that, for most of the day, I've just felt like shit. Had a lot of hot flashes today. And people always say, hey, how you feeling? I say, I have good days, I have bad days. Today's one of the bad days. And it's, for me, this is how it feels. Achy. It feels like my nerves are on the outside of my skin. I'm really jumpy. Just body aches. My left heel hurts. I've had surgery on both my shoulders, and they're both screaming today. So real lack of mobility in those. The last week, I've been dealing with some really intense rectal pain. I have no flipping clue where that's coming from. So, you fight through it. You do what you can. I had a great time having lunch with Tom today and being around my dad this morning. So you just choke it down, and you do what you can to try and live your life as much as possible, normal as possible. Kelly came home from work, told me about her day at work, and I made my first lasagna ever yesterday, and so we ate some leftovers from that, had a salad tonight. Handmaid's Tale's back on, so we watched another episode of that, and it hurts to sit on the couch. My ass hurts, and then just the thing with the nerves, sitting still doesn't work very well. So anyways, just a crappy day. But the highlight, or one of the highlights, is that at a 10:15 on a Thursday night, I can get on the group chat for the cancer crew and just say, hey guys, had a shitty day today. And instantly I start getting replies. We got your back, love you dude, we're all fighting, it's lots of support. And so can't tell you how important it is for those guys, for me to have those guys in my life, because we all look out for each other. And so for anybody watching this video, just remember, you're not fighting alone. You can always get a hold of one of us, whether by leaving a comment on here, getting a hold of us on Facebook, or getting a hold of me. I feel better by making conversation with other people. It gets my mind off of what my crap's going through. I go Monday to talk to my oncologist about the rise in my PSA, so trying not to let that worry me too much. but it is what it is. So this is just a quick thank you to the guys in the cancer crew, and it's just crazy, you know. Brian and Tom and Jack and the two Steves. I gotta find a way to tell you guys apart on the videos, and Indio and David, and you know, I just can't tell you guys how much I appreciate it. And Lee, I'm sorry if I'm leaving anybody out. It's like 10:45 at night, and I'm not even sure I'm going to post this. I might just be doing this to be cathartic. If I do post it, of course, Brian's going to comment on the fact that I said the word cathartic. But we're going to try and get together this week, sometime this weekend, maybe for a Zoom call. We haven't actually seen each other or talked to each other in a while. So this is just me being real. Thank you so much for being there, and thanks for following along. Appreciate the thoughts and prayers, the aloha, the shaka, the positive vibes, the juju, everything you guys give me. So like I say, I'm not going to post this tonight. I'm going to bed. I've already taken my handful of pills, and then my next step is this thing, and isn't this attractive? That's my CPAP. So I put that on, and that keeps me from snoring. So, good God, do I have no modesty whatsoever? All right, I love you guys, and especially love you guys on my cancer crew. Thanks for being there for me.